Welcome back to Chris and Amy's Ozark Living. Today we're not in the Ozarks, we are headed to Hawaii. We are going on a 7-night cruise covering Oahu, Maui, Kauai, Hilo, and Kona. This travel plan is for 4 people and we are starting out in Kansas City. We have chosen to stay the night before our flights in Kansas City at the Orangewood Inn and Suites. $120 for 2 queen beds, 2 miles from the airport. First off, we had to do a little stop at the Cheesecake Factory for dinner the night before. Also, make sure when you get to the airport, take a picture of where you park because you will forget by the time you get back. We had a bit of a delay, but we were still able to make our connecting flight in Denver. There was an actual convict on our flight, and the food on the way to Hawaii was kind of ugh. We got a great price on our flights flying out of Kansas City into Denver and then Denver to Honolulu, $640 per person. Luggage does cost extra. On the way home, we are flying with American, Honolulu to Phoenix, and then Phoenix to Kansas City. When we arrive in Hawaii, we are staying at the Polynesian Residence Waikiki. It was just under $300 for all 4 of us.
I gave it a 2 because it provided a roof over our head. And
Would you stay another night at the Polynesian Residence Waikiki?
No.
Me either.
No, I think the extra $200 a night would be worth it because it's one night. Stop being cheap wads.
These are some options in Oahu that we'd like to do on day 1 and day 2. International Marketplace, Pearl Harbor, Moana Falls, or Waikiki Beach. We got a coconut washed up. Oh, that's pretty. Now, Pearl Harbor has lots of different options for tours that can be quite pricey. We are opting to go on our own and did the $1 per person registration with rec.gov to go out on the Arizona. Moana Falls does not cost. It's a cute little hike, not very long, 1 to 2 hours. If we have time, we are definitely going to do that. Our first port is Maui for day 3 and 4. It is a overnight. We are going to do the Drums of the Pacific Luau, surfing lessons, road to Hana, and maybe some Whalers Village. So our luau choice is Drums of the Pacific. Be sure you book directly with them. It was $250 more to book through the cruise ship. And the road to Hana is an 8 to 12 hour full day trip. We are not going to be doing that. Very windy and curvy. We are going to do portions of it since we rented a vehicle. I can't recommend renting a Jeep enough. We had so much fun renting a Jeep while we were in Hawaii. Perfect for it.
Slippery medication, rock slides, fallen trees, raging mosquitoes, wild pigs. No. Narrow trails.
Okay, let's definitely do it. Definitely.
I thought we were gonna. You know what?
We made it to Twin Falls on the road to Hana. This is on private property, so they did charge a parking fee of $10, so make sure you bring cash.
Guys, we are at Hula Beach. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is Sunday, March 2nd. It is gorgeous, and we are on Maui. The sand really gets churned up here. It's not super crystal clear. Pretty. This beach isn't huge and it's not overly crowded. Parking was kind of a pain. We had to wait for about 15-20 minutes for someone to leave. And then it's a slight half-mile walk down to the beach from the parking.
Day 2 in Maui, we are going to do surf lessons. The My daughter and my niece both want to do those, and I did them, 20 some years ago, so we are going to do that. Day 5 takes us to Hilo. This is our second port. It is a hiking day for us for sure. We are going to do Hawaiian Volcanoes National Park, Hilo Rainbow Falls, Hilo Farmers Market, and some other things if we have time. There are lots of different hikes. We're expected to spend about 3 to 4 hours at the Hawaiian Volcanoes National Park. You're looking at the Sea Arch. Lava Tubes was one of our favorites. Very windy, and wear a rain jacket. Yeah, I can actually see really good. Here.
We're in the lava tube right now.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. We're gonna get lost. I see people.
There was a troll.
It's calling my name. There's paintings on the walls.
So you know what the lava tubes are from, right?
Lava.
There you go.
Oh, I know it's not. I just listened to your tour guide.
And try and stop off at the Hilo Rainbow Falls on the way back. Also, there is on Wednesdays a farmer's market.
Farmers market in Hawaii on Hilo. Look at all that fresh fruit. All the way to Boca. What'd you say? Everything you could want. Super cute.
To day 6, which is Kona, so the other side of the island. And we are going to do no vehicle today. We are going to snorkel right at port. There's several little beaches that you can kind of walk to from distance of the port. And there's a historic village that you can go check out. So we're going to do that. This day is going to be more relaxing. The rest of them we've been going. This is just kind of meander around, check out different beaches, take your snorkels, get some Kona coffee, eat some lunch off of the ship. Not a whole lot that day. Just kind of relax more on the beaches. Magic Sands Beach looks really cool. And all of this is like within walking distance. I don't think you have to take an Uber. This beach was about 6 minutes from the port, and we decided not to stay. Instead, we headed over to Kua Bay, and it probably ended up being one of my favorite beaches on the entire trip. Yeah, there's a lot of lava rock, and it was kind of, hard to climb over. I'll put some footage of that. But it was just gorgeous here. Absolutely beautiful. The water was crystal clear. You could play in the waves. You could go underwater with the GoPro. It was absolutely beautiful. We spent about 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock here.
All right, guys, we're at Kua Beach. It's about a 30-minute drive from downtown. All day. We are on Kona at Kua Beach, KUAA. Hopefully that sounds right. It is gorgeous. We took a Uber ride, about $35 one way, $35 on the way back. About a 45-minute drive from downtown Kona. The beaches in Kona were fine, but they weren't what we were really looking for. We wanted something more sandy, more secluded. There's quite a few people here, but it's still gorgeous. Lots of lava rock though. You definitely want some type of water shoes. Look at that. It's beautiful. Given there's a lot of rock in it. If you come here, don't be like us. Make sure you bring some snacks. There was no restaurant, and our Uber picked us up at 2:15, and I believe it's 10 o'clock, so we'll just have to tough it out.
Our 5th port day of the trip is in Kauai. We were planning on renting a Jeep, maybe going to Hanalei Bay, beach hop, and do Captain Andy's sail and snorkel. Everything in Kauai was very rainforest, jungle, Jurassic Park looking. It was gorgeous. We rented a Jeep. We drove around. We definitely did not have enough time here, even though we had 2 full days. It's somewhere we'd like to come back and stay. We did go to Waialua Falls.
Waialua Falls.
Very Jurassic Parkish.
It's pretty.
Driving around in Kauai was gorgeous. You could pull over on the side of the road and just have like majestic views of everything. We took a lot of pictures. was $5 a gallon, but we only spent $35 to refuel our Jeep after driving around Kauai for 2 days, so it really wasn't that big of an expense. Definitely more affordable than Ubers.
We're in front of the Kapu Keauhana plantation. It's beautiful. A little bit of coral in the water. We're getting ready to do some surf lessons. Hopefully they don't take us out too far. Definitely come back and stay here. Just gorgeous. Although like the hedges are really tall, so you can see over when you're sitting down.
Surf lessons were my favorite thing of the entire trip. It was an hour and a half and it was extremely high cardio, but we had a blast. Unfortunately, we did not get any GoPro footage. After, we ate at a local food truck in Poipu Old Town called Taco Libre. Probably had the best meal of the entire trip in my opinion. Got a great burrito and it was $35 for 2 burritos, so it was delicious. 6th port day, we are going to do our Captain Andy's Sail and Snorkel. We got up bright and early. We were at the port by I believe like 7 or 7:30 a.m. Our boat. We had a great trip. It was very windy. Waves were definitely rocking. Make sure you take a jacket or wear some kind of long pants because you are going to get a little bit cold. Snorkeling was a blast. It was also a little bit terrifying, but the girls definitely thought that this was the best excursion we did for the entire trip. I believe it was $250 a person. It was well worth it. It was definitely something we would do again. Once we got off the ship, we had a full day in Oahu and we had already explored beforehand, so we decided to do a Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki day room pass. That little area had lots of cool like shops, things to look around, so we killed about an hour's worth of time before we were able to check in at the hotel. Then we checked in from 10 to 6. The day room was $300 for 4 people. We had complete access to their resort, all their amenities, that kind of thing, and we actually had a room to where we could shower and get changed before we got back on our flight and headed home. It was well worth it. We spent the day relaxing by the beach. I've never done a day room or a day pass before. Definitely highly recommend it. We did not want to do the Waikiki trolley. We were just exhausted and tired after this long trip, so we did again spend the day laying by the pool, exploring that little area, and then we took an Uber back to the airport. This is our complete price breakdown if you need to pause it so you can see what we spent. We probably had, about $500 more of extra expenses that we did not plan on, as you do with every trip. But all in all, this trip was completely worth it. We had the best mother-daughter graduation trip and we enjoyed it so much. I would absolutely go on this cruise again just so I could see a little bit of each island. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer them as best I can. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day, guys.